Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another video, and this will be dedicated to the Ninebot Mini, which is basically the somewhat lower version of the Segway miniPRO, which is also by Ninebot. If you didn't know, Ninebot is the company who purchased the Segway, and they came out with a professional version, which is basically a slightly modified version of this box here. So as you can tell, this is already on, and this is one of the major differences. This thing here is the control stalk, and if you can see, it has to be screwed in. It's not a quick release like the one in the Segway. And this comes with handles, so you can lift it. So the Segway comes with a lift up or pull out navigation piece that's on top of the knee pads. So they sit here. I'll show that to you later. Otherwise, everything here is identical. So the wheels actually have a slightly different decal. They're just standard white. Whereas on the Segway there are designs to it. You get the same front headlights, battery indicator, Bluetooth indicator. All this is exactly the same. The wheels are exactly the same width, same treads, everything. Same size is 10 inches. The rear, you still have the same multicolored LEDs, and you can also change the to any of the 16 million combinations. It comes, it uses the same exact app as well, and it's called the Ninebot app. And here's what happens when you have two devices. It automatically connected to that my old one, which is the Segway miniPRO. But I should be able to connect to another one. So here you go. I've turned that one off, and now it can only see the new one. And it allows me to click to connect to that one. And right now it's speed limited. And I can turn the speed limit off. Settings, you can do metric or imperial. So imperial will be miles. It has 14-mile range. So as you can see, it's basically the same thing. We have the power button, the footrests are the same. Pretty much all the details of this device are identical, except for this piece here. So here they are side by side for a side-by-side comparison. Here you can see the wheels, they look slightly different. This one has this design on it, this one doesn't. It's just a cover with a finish on it. As I pointed out before, this is basically the only difference, the control stalk. And this one also has a reflector, whoop-de-doo. And here's that control stalk extender, so that when you get into a situation where you can't ride it, like in a store or whatever, you can use this to guide it around. To lift it, I guess you just hold on to here and lift. It's really for taller people, I guess. This is the product that they sell in China. I guess people are shorter. And this is the one they sell in America, where you can extend it if you're taller. But I can show you that I'm 5'8", and it really doesn't matter to me whether it's hitting my calf or my knees. You can still control it really well. As you can see, the tread pattern is the same. The front of it, I still have the plastic on it. That's why it looks this way, but I can rip it off. So now you can see that one is connected and the other one isn't. So if I open up this and I click the lock, once it's locked, it no longer balances. So right now it's just leaning on the other one. And if someone moves it, it does this shaking motion, pulsating, like it's having a seizure basically. But it's not supposed to balance on its own. It doesn't. It shouldn't. So you're supposed to lay it flat. And if someone were to come and touch it, it would start alarming. So let me. And then when somebody moves it, you see it says warning, vehicle locked, right there. And so if I unlock it, it will go back into balancing mode. And I guess the only other difference is the power supplies. So let me show you the difference between the power supplies. Here's the Mini, and here's the Pro. What a difference, huh? So this is the Mini, which is for the white one, the one sold in China, and the Pro is the black one. And here's the Mini and the Pro. So this one is 70 watts and this one is 120 watts. So in terms of charging speed, the Pro charges much faster, almost double. That's the only difference. The brick, yeah, you can see the size of the brick, right? So yeah, that's about it. That's the difference between them, and I don't know what else to show you except the difference when I get on to either one of them. Let's try this one first. Make sure you get on with the arrow pointing forward or the power button in the front. So when I get on, you can see that I'm 5'8", and in order to control this, you have to use your legs, right? So I don't have a problem with this being a little shorter than the Pro. I can still control it just as well as with the Pro, and I don't use the Pro in any type of extended fashion, meaning I don't extend the stock. I leave it the way it is. So this is fine. I think if I were to be like 6 foot or maybe Shaquille O'Neal or whatever, but then the weight limit is 220 pounds, so I don't think they're supposed to be using this anyway. so I don't have any problem controlling it. So let me show you what it looks like on the Pro. So again, the Pro, the only difference is the stock, and this is the quick release. I think I've shown this a couple of times already. So you can actually just quickly take this off instead of having to unscrew it like you do on the Mini. So if you get on this, it comes up to my knees, right? But I can still use it, whether it's on my knees or not. Just like the Mini, it doesn't bother me. Works fine. So the controls, whether they're here or a little bit lower, it doesn't really matter. You can still use it really effectively, and it doesn't hurt at all. So let me make a few passes with the Mini. Here's the Mini, and yeah, I don't know if you can see my knees. I guess you can, right? So it's the same maneuverability as the Pro. Works fine. You know, it's really the leaning motion. Once you lean, you're going to push on that stock anyway. Whether it's going to be your calf or your knees or whatever, it still works the same. So now let me get on the Pro. I'm sure you've already seen a couple of videos of me on the Pro. And it's not any different. So as you can see from my legs, I'm controlling it using my legs, not really my knees. So back and forth motion. So anyway, there you go. That's the differences between the two. One has a fixed arm and non-extendable, which I don't find as a problem. So non-extendable, not a problem for me. So that's the only difference. Is the non-extendable arm. This is the Pro version, which has extendable arm. This is the non-Pro version. It's called the Ninebot Mini. Doesn't carry the Segway name, but it doesn't bother me that the control stalk is a little bit shorter. I don't know which one I prefer. I guess for transport's sake, the quick release is important to me. But for 1,000, I mean, for double or more, it's definitely not worth it to get the Pro. Just for the ability to remove this quickly and nothing else. I wouldn't recommend getting the Pro just for the quick release. Anyway, that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video and learned the differences between the two. And please subscribe for more videos, and give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Thanks.